Hi everyone, I'm back with another card share. Man, I'm getting some crafty time in with some stuff I haven't played with before. So let me show you what I use to make my cards, and then I'll show you the cards. Set is the Snowflake Soiree from the Greetery. All of my products, I believe, are from the Greetery this time. The Drifting die, and it's actually got two border dies here. This die set and stencils. This is the Snowflake Soiree coordinating stencil set, and that's what I use for the cards. And I also use the edge die that's inside of the die set. And then finally, for my sentiments, I used this set called Mary Spriggs, just because I wanted something, you know, like this sentiment here in the font I like too. So I used those stamp and die sets for these cards. I have also out my this is my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen. I like this over the other one from Wink of Stella. This is more sparkly to me than this one, so I have them both, but you know, I like the black one better. This is actually a clear color too, by the way. I also use my Nuvo crystal drops in white Blizzard. How appropriate. I did use my blending brushes, and these are some makeup brushes I bought off Amazon. I like these the best for blending. And then I used my inks from the Ton and Altenew. I used a bunch of different inks this time. Let me pull out my paper tray ones that I used. Plum Pudding, Lilac Grace, I believe, some of the blues too. Blueberry Ice, Spring Rain, and Enchanted Evening, and I believe Amethyst Allure. I think those are the ones that I used from paper tray. So I also used a coordinating cardstock from Paper Tray Ink for one of the cards, because that was my first one. Actually, I'll show it to you in a second. I'm putting my inks away now. And then here are the inks from the Ton. She doesn't have the colors on the containers, so I labeled them myself. Soft Orchid, Orchid Crush, at Arctic Sky, and then I switched it up midway somewhere in between with this Iceberg from Altenew, and then I also used originally with hers the Cali Blue. Okay, so those are the four that I had from the Ton, and then I swapped this one out and put this one in instead because I liked it better. You'll notice that as I did this, my cards got lighter in shade. So it's kind of what I was going for, but that's what happens when you're playing around, right? So here's the first card, and they're virtually the same card, but you'll see as I show each of them that they got lighter and lighter as I went through. So here is the first card, and this one has Plum Pudding Paper Tray Ink cardstock. There's that border die that I used. I love this. And then I used a stamp set that I showed you. And this is the stencil here. So this is a flat card. I did the stenciling, and then I used my my stencil to block out this side in order to do the little edge here in the blue. So as I was playing with this and experimenting with the colors, you could see some of them are blended even in the snowflakes. This was too dark for me, so I got to this one and decided I would pop it up with some foam squares. So it's slightly different. And I also switched the cardstock just to a plain white cardstock base. So the white cardstock really is the base of this, and then I used my ink blending brushes to blend this part of the cardstock on the base, just like I did with the other one, but this has no purple base color. As you can see, it's all white. And then again, still popped up, and you can see the little sparkly centers here for the snowflakes and the sparkle pen. Oh, and I didn't mention, I did stamp the inside with another stamp that I have in that set that I was showing. It comes from the same set here. So there's that the second one. And then the third, this is where I use the Ton inks. You can see those first two were with paper tray ink colors, and this is with the Ton inks, all four of them. And this was okay, but again, I wanted a different blue color, so I swapped it out with the Altenew color. So you can see here, it looks slightly different. There's the inside of that card. And then my last card I'm sharing with you is is the lightest of the four. And I don't know, I kind of like this one the best because I was kind of going for like snowflake lightness, you know, that kind of feeling that you get with snowflakes. Just more of the lightness of that, and then some color as well with the purples, or the orchid. So that is my final card. And using her stencil sets is really, really nice, I'll say, because you really do get to make a few cards pretty quickly, rather than having to position the stamp and do a stamp sort of even using the stamp positioner. It's a lot faster with the stencil. I will say that, but it does look different when you use a blending brush to ink in colors than if you were to actually stamp, you know, with a stamp. Excuse me. Itself. So those are the cards that I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.